Tigers, welcome back. Today I'm going to read a story called Little Red's Riding Hood. It's by Peter Stein. Pictures are by Chris Gall. And this is read with permission by Scholastic. So this story is another version of Little Red Riding Hood, just like this one that we read the other day. So today when you guys are listening to this text, I would like you to compare these two fairy tales and also be thinking about how this new one compares to the traditional version that we all know. Okay, Little Red's Riding Hood. So already I'm thinking, I don't see an actual human anywhere. This is red. Oh, where'd he go? This is red, a red vehicle. So I assume this would be Little Red. We'll find out. So that's already different. This right here does look kind of like wolf-like to me. So I wonder if that's the wolf. Here and there, up and down, in and out, Little Red loved riding around in his hood. Oh, so this must be Little Red. And in this book, it says his hood. That means that Little Red must be a boy. When it says hood, they mean neighborhood. Instead of having a Little Red Riding Hood, like the cape with the hood on it, in this case, Little Red is this boy truck here, or sorry, scooter, and then the hood is the neighborhood. So already this is a whole lot different than the one we already know, and a whole lot different than the one we read the other day. One day, Big Blue Mama gave Little Red an important job. Poor Granny Putt-Putt is feeling run down, she said. Her oil is muddy, her exhaust pipe's exhausted, and her wiper fluid is wiped out. Please take her this basket of goodies right away. Little Red was excited and a little nervous. He'd never ridden all the way to Granny's house by himself. Zipping to the top of Too Tall Hill, Little Red heard a familiar sound. There sat Tank, king of the road. Yo, Red, purred Tank. What you doing way down there? Granny Putt-Putt's feeling run down, squeaked Little Red. I'm taking her a special delivery. Now we had wondered if this looks kind of wolf-like, if this is supposed to be the wolf. It said that this character's name was, where'd it go? Tank, king of the road. So this, I'm thinking, must be the character that's supposed to be the wolf. So we'll have to find out. Lots of stuff is different so far. Vroom, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, burn my rubber, said Tank. That oil's too thin and those plugs won't spark. Head over to Zip's Auto Bonanza and tell them Tank sent you. They've got the goods to make Granny feel showroom new. Little Red's caution lights flashed. Tank was usually one mean machine. Why was he being so nice? But Red wanted the very best for Granny Putt-Putt. She'll be so excited, he buzzed. So this is different too. In the regular traditional version that we know, the wolf does not tell Little Red to go anywhere. Ha! Cranked Tank, as mean and hungry as ever. Now, it's off to Granny's house for some goodies of my own. Vroom, vroom, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. The monster truck took a shortcut to Granny's garage, blasted in, and swallowed her whole. Oh my. Here's Granny. She must be like a golf cart right here. That's different, isn't it? So I know in the traditional version, the wolf does eat Granny, which is sad. In this version, the wolf does not eat Granny, and she actually saves the day. So already I see some differences between these two, and I see some differences between this one and the traditional version. With a big, satisfied burp, Tank climbed into Granny's bed, disguising himself with a frilly car cover and windshield glasses. Now, it's time for some sweet scooter dessert. Now, I feel like this shouldn't fool anybody. Look how much bigger he is than Granny was. But we'll see what happens. He didn't have to wait long. Beep, beep. Hi, Granny Putt-Putt. It's Little Red with a special delivery. Oh, do come in, my precious Little Red, cackled Tank in his best Granny voice. Little Red idled into the room. Something felt out of alignment. Why, Granny, what big wheels you have, said Little Red. All the better to cruise with you, my little scooter, creaked Tank. Why, Granny, what big headlights you have, said Little Red. All the better to shine on you, my little scooter, squeaked Tank. Why, Granny, exclaimed Little Red, what a big grill you have. This seems very familiar to me. I feel like this is similar to the traditional version and to the version that we read the other day, but they're talking about different things this time. All the better to eat you with, Scooter Boy, roared Tank. But Red was too quick for that big, bad monster truck. He zipped up the door, down the driveway, and up the street. Tank cranked it into high gear, black smoke billowing from behind. Come back here, he honked, you puny little piston. So in the version we know, and the version we just read the other day, Red did not fall for it and try to run away. We'll see what happens next. They hit top speed over Too Tall Hill as Tank inched closer and closer and closer. But now they'd reached Little Red's Riding Hood, the neighborhood, which Red knew like the back of his handlebars. Do you know that phrase, that you know something like the back of your hand, that you know something very well? We're kind of using that in this book, but changing a little bit. He knows it like the back of his handlebars. With Tank about to crunch down on his rear bumper, Little Red cranked a super tight right turn. That monster of a machine rocketed forward, jumped the guardrail, and barreled through the air. Crunch-a-cha-cha-cha-cha, crashing headlong into Jumbo Jim's junkyard. Tank's huge hood flew open and out popped Granny, a bit greasy and dazed, but in fine working order. Now, I know in the traditional version, the woodcutter came and saved the day. In this version, Granny came and saved the day. In this version, Little Red saved himself. Once all the dust settled, Granny thanked Little Red for being the bravest scooter in town. And Tank, well, that crash cooled his engines for good. He spent the rest of his days directing traffic. For the new king of the road, Little Red. The end. Okay, so I want you guys at home to be thinking about, what did you notice that was the same and different between the two texts we've read, and what was the same and different between the text we read today and the traditional fairy tale that you guys already know? Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.